Overwatch 2, the time has come to have a talk. And it's not going to be all cupcake and roses. What's up, nerds? My name is Spider, and I'll be taking you through this journey today as we talk about the lead up to Overwatch 2, the two betas, and how well Blizzard has handled this transition. But first, do the normal YouTube stuff and hit the like and sub button below. Let's start back from the beginning. As far back as late 2018, early 2019, Overwatch 1's popularity was waning. Coming off of almost a year of GOATs and instituting Rollock, Overwatch was struggling to keep up with the modern games in terms of content. It was around this time that we heard rumors of Overwatch 2 surface. A new character, Sigma, was released in July of 2019, and the silence and slow patches continued. It wasn't until November of 2019 that Blizzard pulled the curtain off of Overwatch 2, showcasing a new PvE mode and some small updates to PvP. Labeling it a sequel, but a hybrid, where PvP players will keep playing for free, but you would have to pay for the PvE game, the messaging initially was quite confusing, and it continued to be so up until almost recently. But we'll get back to that. It was also at this point that Team 4 at Blizzard said development for Overwatch 1 would basically stop to focus on Overwatch 2. We would get one more hero, Echo, mid-pandemic for Overwatch 1, and then deafening silence. It would be almost a year from Echo's release before we got any more information. The game was moving to 5v5, and we would get some new gameplay on a new map. That was pretty much it. I want you to stop and think about that for a minute. When has Fortnite, Apex, hell, even Call of Duty, gone over a year without information on an update, or an update itself? In the modern landscape, there's no way you can hold players' attention with that much silence. But after that, all we would get was silence from Blizzard. Now well into the year 2021, Blizzard was hit with a massive lawsuit that would bring the company to a standstill. Because of that and other reasons, it wouldn't be until the end of 2021 that Team 4 finally opened up to us and gave us information about the year ahead. Starting in 2022, the floodgates opened, a good 3 years and some months after the announcement of Overwatch 2. After a short alpha under NDA, we got access to the first beta and our first new hero in almost 2 years. While Twitch numbers soared due to beta access drops, those numbers fell recordly fast. Interest in Overwatch 2 was there, but it wasn't enough to hold the attention for very long. Many dubbed it Overwatch 1.5 and cannot get over either Blizzard's current state of affairs or lack of marketing and transparency for Overwatch 2. Beta 1 came to a close, and if you want my full feelings on it, you can see the video I did prior on it. I'll link it down below. After Beta 1 ended, we finally got the information that we wanted pretty much this whole time, and Blizzard should have released from the get-go. We got more information on pricing, release date, and what to expect. Holding a scripted show, Team 4 announced that PvE would come later, but they are focusing on getting Overwatch 2 PvP out the door on October 4th. We also got a reveal of our newest hero, Junker Queen, and information on Beta 2, which would follow this shortly. Frankly, like I said earlier, this is something Blizzard needed to do at least a year prior, but at least we got information and a roadmap. We also got information on the free-to-play model, the Battle Pass, and the $45 Mythic skins. Our own Totally Drunk had this to say about the skin price. Blizzard needs to seriously reconsider things if they're going to roll with this $45 price tag for Mythic skins. I get it. They're cool, and there's more to them than any other cosmetic they've done in the game. But you're risking pricing too many people out of it. You'd sell more at $20, and that'd be more appealing to the Battle Pass Andes. You don't have to break the bank for the free-to-play model to be profitable. While I agree with him, after Diablo Immortal, we'll have to wait and see how hard Bobby hits this cash button. Beta 2. If you watched my 100 games of Overwatch 2 beta video, you know how well that went for me. But I'll quickly sum up my thoughts here, since I didn't do a full Beta 2 video. Overall, I think Junker Queen is fun, but overtuned, and I hope they make some changes to her before release. The Moira changes were pretty much universally hated. And they can't seem to get Mercy's movement right. But at least they're trying new stuff. There still are a lot of outliers in terms of heroes in just feeling fun, let alone balance. Symmetra, Sombra, Roadhog, Reaper, Torb, Wrecking Ball, and Cassidy are a few that come to mind. I think Beta 2 felt fine, but now that we know that it was the last beta, I feel like they should have tried a little more experimenting. The one good thing that I do hope we carry forward from Beta 2 was the unranked competitive rule set. Overwatch 2 just feels better when you get to do both attacking and defending rounds. So now that we're caught up, let's talk about Overwatch League, since that is the name of the channel. Circling back to late 2021, we got word that Overwatch League would play its next season on the beta of Overwatch 2. While this sounded great in theory, many were quick to point out the flaws in this plan. First, us common folk would be watching a game that we wouldn't be able to play, which would lead to a huge disconnect. Second, Blizzard hasn't had the best history of patch cycles, so many worried it would be a bug-filled mess. Finally, the rosters would be shifted to 5v5, which would be something some teams would struggle with initially. So, here we are, in essentially stage 3, and all three have pretty much come true in one way or another. Pro players currently can't practice Overwatch 2 outside of their dedicated machines. They can't stream it or play it casually. The casual player has almost no interest in Overwatch League, thanks to basically being a game they can't play. Over the course of the season, we've dealt with many bugs, including a couple of hero disables from time to time, showing the wrong team winning a map, and even maps ending despite people being on the objective a few times. All in all, it's been a shit show for an already struggling Overwatch League. But this could be its own video, so we'll leave it alone for now. Well, we're in the endgame now, boys. But can Blizzard bring this Overwatch 2 train back on rails and bring it home? The Doomium is high right now, but our own Totally Drunk has something to say about it. The Doomer mindset is unlikely going to change heading into Overwatch 2's release, and while players are disappointed we won't get to try out the other facets, like PvE and the new Fox support, I'm thankful we'll still have something new to dive into for launch. And I think he's right. Dedicated players will be glad there's new stuff for now, but Blizzard has messed things up so bad with the marketing of Overwatch 2, I feel it will do little in the short term to bring in new and returning players. From the start, Blizzard should have labeled the PvE portion a spin-off and just moved forward with updates to Overwatch, like the switch to free-to-play, Battle Pass, 5v5, etc. Of course, hindsight is 2020, so it is very easy for me to say that right now. The only way Blizzard and its new Microsoft overlords can course correct is to stick on the roadmap and be consistent, and this was echoed heavily in our community. I think with that alone, they can win back a lot of the old players and bring the hype back to Overwatch. Just look at those games I mentioned earlier. Apex is bigger than ever, Fortnite's still going strong with the current Dragon Ball Z update, Warzone is about to have its last update before its big transition. So in the current gaming landscape, money isn't the biggest driving factor anymore. The currency we trade in is time, and Blizzard has a lot to prove before people realize they're worth their time again. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, hit the thumbs up and come chat with us on socials below. Peace.